Content zoom is the third part of foundational testing, and zoom tests should be done ideally. They'll be done with browsers and mobile devices if possible. And we understand not everyone has access to a smartphone or to a mobile device. And so we have some guidance around using your browser, setting your browser to a very specific 1280 pixel width and just zooming it to 200, 300, and 400%. What we're interested in here is all of the content available? You know, or does the content spill to the left or to the right of the viewport? Do I have to scroll horizontally as well as vertically to read everything? Is there enough margin or enough padding around the edge of the content so I can see where the screen, where the screen edge is, and I'm not trying to read text that's butted right up to the edge. It's basically a subjective check. How do you feel about it? Can you read all of the information? Does it feel like a lot of work when you start zooming the page in to read things? All right, so the next one, actually, I shouldn't have closed that. The next item I'll show is zoom testing. So I'm going to bring this over to the right now. And if I drag this, it's small and it's kind of hard to see, but on the upper left corner of the DevTools, there is a pixel width measure. I'm going to set this just exactly to 1280. And then I'm going to use Command plus on a Mac, and I'm going to zoom my layout into 200%. Now I'm just going to start at the top of the page, and I'm going to click on the menu. I'm going to try everything out, make sure everything is accessible, make sure things are not run off the side of the page. Go ahead and close that. And I'm just going to look at the text. Can I read everything on the page? Are the links, is there good padding? And how do I feel when I'm looking at this? Does everything feel comfortable reading? Like I could say, this text it's close to the edge of the page, and certainly it's close to the edge of my monitor. So yeah, that could be improved a little bit, but by and large, everything is available. It's pretty comfortable. So I'll go ahead and bump it up to 300%. Just kind of scroll through the page and take a look. Again, everything is off the edge. Scroll down, images look good. Yep, I've got all of my global footer features, and then I'll bump it up to 400%. And everything still looks good. Chrome, if that's your preferred browser, also has the ability to use device emulators. Not quite as good as an actual mobile device, but pretty okay for just day-to-day or one-off testing. If I click on that, set this to 100%. And so now I'm viewing the page approximately how it would appear on an iPhone 6, 7, or 8. I want to change that and use Galaxy S5. I don't get the nifty border around it, but I can still view it, like I might with a phone. I can click through, I can see everything. Looks pretty cool. All right, so that is the recommended zoom testing. And we do encourage folks, even if you only have access to a browser, go ahead and spot check your pages quickly at 200, 300, and 400%. And given that our style sheets are written, very mobile first and very responsive friendly, I don't expect that generally you'll see any problems. And if you have things like very large images or tables, data tables that you haven't had a chance to make responsive yet, those things are okay if you have to scroll horizontally and vertically to read. The spec does make some allowances for those type of things. And if you have questions, please reach out to your accessibility specialists. We're happy to chat anytime.